Hey, welcome back to Let's Play Diablo 2. I'm here with Rouse Dower, the creepy freak, and cool guy, the weaver of tales. I got some
names than that.
I don't know, I just thought of
So
some
when did
titles
I become the creepy freak?
Because you're wearing the deer skull.
Ah.
You are a furry. You're a creepy fuck by default.
Dude, okay, I need to point out that I got, like, some really great shit for my level just now. Like, I've got these two set items, and they've got, like, a synergistic effect. And I've also got even more fast run walk from them, so, Whoa, what the fuck?
Whoa!
Oh, shit, son.
What did you just do?
I don't know, but, I need to ask Drognin about the strange darkness at some point.
I ripped ass and it blew out the sun.
Ah. No, I think the sun's... Wait, hold on. The sun's taint as some kind of problem.
Talk about taint. Do not talk about taint.
No.
I think we found a weak spot for Rouse Dower.
Oh, dude, did you have, like... You're just talking about summer camp. I don't know if there's some kind of incident involving, like, those fleas that you hate so much and your taint at summer camp. I'm reaching a little here.
No, you're not.
I don't know what you mean. Definitely going crazy. Oh, great, a waypoint already. I don't mind that.
Oh, yeah, that's
In
nice.
case I ever want to come back. And our goal today is the Viper Amulet, the other half of the Herodic Staff. And
Boner.
the Herodic... Please don't say that word in a non-health class context.
This is a Christian server.
Fuck that.
It's not even a server.
You know that 65 to 70% of people believe in Jesus, so if you want to reach the general public, you have to talk... You have to talk like Jesus matters and stuff. Oh, you know, I was hanging out in Berkeley. I was hanging out in Berkeley the other day, and like this dude just came up with me and a couple of my friends, and he just he's like, "Can I sit down?" We're like, "Yeah, sure. Come, you can take a seat, whatever." It's just a cafe table, and he starts talking to us, and he's like, "You know, I believe in Jesus Christ." I was just talking to these liberals that thought like I was some kind of moron because I believe in Jesus Christ. But the thing is that, you know, the 65 to 70% of people, they believe in Jesus Christ. And so if you want to reach the public, you need to respect that. And I'm like, well, okay, that's all right. And then he's like, no, you don't understand. You need to try this. You need to give this a shot. Okay, I believe in Jesus Christ. And I'm like, all right, dude, I'll respect that. I'll give that a shot. You know, I understand that. And he's like, no, you're a Jew. You're 3% of the population. And
Okay.
This is the worst can of worms I opened, and this is one of the few times I have genuinely been regretful that I opened my mouth.
And that's when my friend like started urging us to get inside, just like pushing me and like rushing me out of there.
Fuck, I've been drinking, even I get pretty confused now.
Oh, dude, it's a good thing you're not playing hardcore. There's no games in hardcore. That's what I've been playing gobs of lately on Cool Guy's server. The Burt, you know. The Burt is the word. If you're a cool kid, you can play on the Burt. I post about it all the time. And I'm trying to get a graveyard organized, so if you play on the Burt hardcore and you die, I want you to post your death screenshot. And I want to like compile it or something. And it'll be like
a hardcore graveyard is one of the most fun things that you can do with hardcore play. I mean,
yeah.
It sounds really
Downer.
I don't know. Yeah, it sounds like a downer, and I guess it kind of is. But by the same token, you know, everybody has fucking died. I mean, I can't tell you how many characters I've lost in hardcore. I literally can't because I don't remember them all.
I think it's the same thing as like, you know, how you become attached to your troops in XCOM, and then they just die because your rookie panicked and fired a rocket launcher right in their face.
Yeah.
I mean, awful things can happen. Like, I don't know. When I lost my first hardcore character recently, I just like kind of let out a brief gasp and like, huh, that was a weird experience. And I thought about why did that happen?
It teaches you important lessons about mortality.
Mortality, yes. Should I look at these shields and shit?
Adrenaline rush is all I look
One
for
socket,
in this
spike
game.
shield. So, we need to ask Drogon about the strange darkness sometime, but who the fuck is he anyway?
Okay, well, that sounds like my cue. Drogon is an ex-member of a very powerful mage clan in this part of the world, and I'm going to butcher the name, but it's the Vizjure.
Yeah, okay.
Vizjure. I'm sorry, Vizjure is how it's supposed to be pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
And they were both rivals and homies with the Haradrim back in the day. They were never quite as cool as the Haradrim, and they never quite had the they never quite had the success against the primevals that the Haradrim are famous for. But they followed the same sort of thing, and that's just like demonic magic and blood magic and all of that shit. It's all forbidden, and you use elemental magic. Period.
Who's like what clan's the Necro from? Because he's all about that shit, and I guess that's evil to be doing that.
The Necromancer is from an entirely different culture that the precise location and everything is escaping me right now, and I don't want to say it where I'm wrong, so I will get back to you on that in the next video.
Okay, good.
And even then, he's less about blood magic and more about the circle of life, right?
I mean, is there any?
So it's kind of like
anyone who's about blood magic? I'm confused.
He actually is very much a hippie with skeletons and a very pissed off attitude. I mean, the entire reason he doesn't like the primevals is because they are interfering with the normal circle of life on Sanctuary, which is the world we're in. Yeah.
Because I guess people might know, but like the whole dynamic of Diablo is that there's heaven and hell, but it's not like God is like looking at all the people and he's trying to figure out whether they're following the commandments, and he sends them up there. And there's hell. It's more like there's a war between heaven and hell.
Oh shit!
Have I got this right? Oh shit!
Didn't mean to interrupt you. That
No,
just
it's all
scared
good. Who cares, man? Who cares about the story?
Fang skin went straight down my throat.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, that sounds weird, but cool.
But yeah, so basically what Flesh Weasel is talking about is that this world, Sanctuary, it's not technically supposed to exist. There are two major planes of existence with the high heavens and the burning hells. And they're at war, they've always been at war, and basically one of the archangels made Sanctuary along with one of the main demons, Lilith, purely to stroke his ego. I mean, it was purely just, hey, I want these people to worship me. And then, people started finding out about it, and everybody was like, well, shit, this isn't right. And, so basically what has happened is that, for the most part, the angels have agreed to leave Sanctuary alone. I mean, they're just going to ignore that it exists. Well, that was kind of the bargain that they struck with Mephisto, I believe it was, and the demons don't really believe in that anymore. I mean, they're kind of going back on their word.
Sure.
Who would have fucking believed
Who
it?
would have thunk it?
Yeah. And so overall, it's really bad for the angels, because if Sanctuary becomes a permanent outpost of hell, then they've got two planes to attack and not just one.
Sure.
Of course, the problem is that a bunch of the angels are still massive dickholes about it. And, they're just like, we're not going to intervene, etc., etc. It's not our fight. It's the humans' fight. Well, there's one in particular who doesn't see it that way, and we'll meet him at the end of this act, which I'm looking forward to. because he is one of the coolest angels in the history of angelic motifs. Honestly, you know, he's right up there in badassery with Saint Michael the Archangel from Catholicism.
The Viper amulet you bear is actually the headpiece of a Horodric staff. Yes, you have an uncanny knack for finding rare and valuable artifacts. Of course, you'll have to use a Horodric cube to combine the headpiece with the shaft. I've been speaking with Lord Jeren, and I sense that he's becoming more and more agitated by something. You should try to talk to him again. If he still won't take you into his confidence, seek to prove yourself a bit more. I gather that his respect for you is growing.
Halt.
Halt. What?
You may not pass.
Halt, you may not pass.
Yes?
What? Hey, now let's talk again.
When the troubles began here,
I think you have to talk to
allowed the
Drogon
terrified
first.
I think I
Herrenguilds
got
to
it.
join me within the safety of the palace.
It's
All
weird.
was fine until one night. Screams
You
echoed
do
up
have
the
to talk to
stairways from
Drogon
the harem.
before
My
they'll let
guards
you in.
arrived to find the poor girls being
They'll let you in the
slaughtered
palace.
by a merciless
Okay,
band
he's
of
talking to me now.
hell-spawned demons. My brave guardsmen tried to push the demons back into the mysterious rift from which they came. Ever since, my men have fought a losing battle. Demons have continued to pour through the rift into the palace. Ultimately, I hired Grays and his mercenaries to help protect the rest of my fair city. Drognin believes that the arcane sanctuary lies buried underneath this palace, since Lut Gholein occupies the site of an ancient Viserai fortress.
Viserai.
My palace is open to you now. Take care.
I beg your pardon?
He just opened the shit to me. Jaren just said Viserai.
Viserai. Okay. So I was pronouncing it basically right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, essentially what's going on here is that I don't know, it's sketchy on exactly how long ago it happened, but there were a couple of mages, by the big one being Horizon, who violated the ban on demonic magic and, you know, just did some amazing things with it. But being demonic magic, it kind of drove everybody insane, and it split the Viserai in half. And that's implied as to why Drognin isn't a member anymore. But you know, it's never.
So was there sort of
actually
like a disagreement in the ranks regarding Horizon's success at the time?
Yes, but exactly if the minds of the dissenters were their own, if you get my drift, is, you know, something that's not exactly clear.
Well, you know, game logic, evil stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
going back to Badass Angels, I heard that they're going to be actually making a movie of Holy shit!
That's a lot of dudes.
Fucking lots of ice balls in my shit, dude. Well, I mean, at least I blew them up. Like, I've been just blowing everything up with the Wake of Fire at this point. Because I'll keep going that way for, you know, the next third of the game or so, at least.
Now we're in the cellar. I'm kind of disappointed. I wish there were more levels to the palace.
I mean...
Now we're fighting demonic frog things.
Yeah, I am unmoved by the frog. I guess no one needs the wand. I guess you're just gonna sell it or whatever if it's got skills.
Yeah, those sorts of things are basically your primary money source, since the skills sell really well.
Yeah. And we're sort of at the tail end of the point where money matters. Except for, like, basically, like, in the late game, money is... It's how you revive your merc. And that's mostly it. Oh, here's
Yeah,
the waypoint.
It's always useful for gambling, but exactly how useful gambling gets once you're in Nightmare, and you can reasonably expect to have a lot of your shit dealt with by rune words. I mean, it's not that.
Well, I mean, you still can't get a great ring, but with the rune word. or a great battle.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what most people end up gambling is, you know, their jewelry.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so let's see. Oh, here's another way down already. So I think this cellar is just gonna keep going down into the deep dark pits of hell. And it'll be just like Diablo, and then we won't have this shit where we have to walk around and pretend it's summer camp anymore. We're just gonna go down, down, down to Georgia to meet the devil, who also went down to Georgia. And I'm just sort of sorry, I'm just spewing words.
Yeah, you're reaching pretty far, but it was working. I wasn't gonna interrupt you.
That's actually something that I found out in the Diablo 3 beta. That the final boss is actually going to be a Guitar Hero game.
Wait. Is it going to be like a violin contest? Not.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say violin. I meant to say fiddle. I'm not some kind of moron. Hey, there's a
Fire Eye.
there's an object here. Oh, he's fire enchanted. Hence my lack of effectiveness.
Yeah, that's why I.
So did the hatchet hands do anything?
Let me find out.
Hey, that's something. What the heck?
I'll
What
let
in
you
the heck?
be the judge.
I stepped into the Windows 95 screensaver.
Whoa.
Hey, let's have a look around. What in the world? Tripping balls, tripping
the
and
various
balls.
characters' reactions to this area is really very interesting. The sorceress is just amazed because she says something like, "Wow, this is really fascinating." But you have somebody like the necromancer.
Hey, do we want to
who is
just do this in this video? I don't mind doing it. We haven't played that long.
Yeah, dude, I'm good.
Let's not do the
play it.
portals. The portals are gay.
Yeah, those are.
So basically,
the
this
necromancer is just like, whoa, this is an abomination from a twisted mind, and he's just like all about.
That's pretty
not
badass because
doing
everyone like assumes that the Necro is like an evil guy, but really he's got his way of being. You know, he's like he's unwashed or whatever.
He makes people uncomfortable because he works with dead bodies. That's really all there is to it.
Yeah. What the hell was I saying? Yeah, so this place is always divided up into 4 little forks like that, and we're just looking for the summoner who's at the end of one of them.
And the summoner is another Viz Jurei member, and he is actually the sorcerer or magic user from Diablo 1. And you know, I mean, the hints on this are basically the general look and feel of the summoner. He's one of the only characters who's black, and the magic user in Diablo 1 was black. And if you talk to Drobnin enough about during this quest, he'll say, you know, I'm pretty sure it was one of my former colleagues.
So like people aren't super clear necessarily about who the summoner actually is or who Horizon actually is and who he's.
Well, I mean, no,
Summoner is not Horizon, from what I understand.
No, he is not Horizon. As a matter of fact, there are a few characters who will explicitly say it wasn't. The sorceress in particular will, when you off the summoner, will say that couldn't have been Horizon.
Okay, because he's hella weak and crazy and just kind of a bitch.
Well, Horizon would also be a few hundred years old by this point.
Okay, but you know, if you're all magical, I guess I don't know. It's like Harry Potter rules for spells. Then there's this skill I just got. I guess someone was telling me to use this life leech thing. I never really used it because I don't know shit about martial arts. But I guess it's really
I can't
good.
say I ever really played a martial artist assassin, but
Apparently
life leech is pretty.
This thing is like when you charge it up, it gives you like 40 to 80% life and mana leech. So I guess it's like a 1-point wonder or what have you. Move the fuck up.
That's a flawed room.
Oh, sorry. Say step up. Yeah, so I guess this shit will be going on. Actually, Mono Leech is going to be just fucking dandy for me. My Wake of Fire isn't just completely annihilating like it normally does because this is such a narrow path.
Narrow area.
It's a kind of a drag.
This is again why I'm just teleporting around behind everybody and letting my merc do his work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you're the Sork or the Barbarian, this section is always kind of annoying.
Sure.
The Barbarian is hilarious in here because what he does is he leaps around like the most guttural noise ever. I mean, it sounds like he's taking a massive dump.
Okay, this skill is really good, and I'm not sure why I never used it. Probably
He's just like leaping across time and space.
It's actually sick.
Kind of reminds me of like a character from I don't know, from Monty Python, like the way he says, "Oh!"
Oh yeah. Or just
Okay, this is not the area with the sun.
okay. Let's just
There
look
is
at what's
lots
here.
of loot.
Well, there's a bunch of stupid crap, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, I'm
Sometimes you
porting
find
outta
good
here.
stuff.
Yeah, the trick is to portal out and then go to the waypoint because it brings you back to the center. There, Lut Gholein, it doesn't want me to portal. Oh, there we are. Sanctuary. Alright, I'm taking the upper left.
Alright.
The one thing I didn't mention about Fade is that it increases resistances. I'm turning it on because I might as well. I don't have a lot of reason to do it, but whatever. I don't attack as efficiently, obviously, without
Is
my
your
speed.
fucking fire resist maxed out?
68.
Okay, then you have a reason to turn it on in the Arcane Sanctuary.
Okay.
Because there are those damn vampire lords that use a whole ton of fire.
Yeah. Good idea.
Those guys are supposed to be vampires?
Yes. They're,
Oh, yeah,
their
that's what they're
their
called.
base type is vampire.
I couldn't tell. They were all bony. I thought vampires were all.
Oh no, you couldn't tell because they didn't sparkle in the sunlight.
Don't be
You stole my
a
show.
mean guy. Don't be a mean fella about this, okay? Okay, just because someone likes the books doesn't mean that there's some kind of, emotionally underdeveloped teenage girl.
Yeah, you know what? I'm done talking about this.
Okay.
So instead, I will talk more about probably this area and
What if
Horizon.
I'm gonna write a fan fiction where a Mormon girl falls in love with Diablo?
I would read that. I would read that. God bless it.
God
But yeah,
bless
anyway,
it.
so about Horizon, basically he started out figuring, he started out with noble-ish intentions in that he wanted to use all of this demon blood magic against Diablo and everything, but basically the Arcane Sanctuary is the result, and being around demons so much made him forget his purpose, basically.
Okay. Makes sense.
There really needs
Being
to be
around
a
demons for
standard
any
that
reason will fuck you up. Whether you're killing
Well,
them or
in this,
training them to be
at
farm
least in this
animals.
continuity, that's pretty much true. I mean, essentially the implication of one of the major themes in Diablo,
Fuck.
in the Diablo universe, is that you'll become like the people you hang around with most. So if you're hanging around with demons, you're gonna turn into a jackass.
Definitely. God, the screen is blowing up with text. I don't know what to pick up. I guess I'll pick up none of it. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, because we're at another dead end again, so I'm going back to the center.
For show.
Y'all check out the lower left. I'll check up the upper right because those teleport pads mean nothing to me.
Okay, good idea. Split up, gang. Can someone do some kind of Scooby-Doo themed comment? Don't worry about it. Never mind. Forget it. I'm sorry.
Yoinks! Scoob! I don't know about this, man.
God, I smoke pot, but we can't talk about that on children's cartoons. But that's why I was written. I was written based on a person who smokes pot. Anyway, that was my impression of Jay.
I think mine was better.
I think it might have been. Fuck. I'm not always remembering to use the skills, you know? That I just get my shit kicked in until I remember, oh yeah, I can leech all of my shit back with this hit. And I guess did the Rousdower. Rousdower, you slowpoke.
Sorry, I was playing around with gems.
Oh, good idea. They're very shiny.
Yes.
Amulet of Craftsmanship.
Tower saves us and saves all the world. Sorry, that's probably one of the better songs that they did.
Yeah,
Actually, no. They're my favorite song has to be "They Tried to Kill Me with a Forklift."
Oh, quest
I got
thing.
him.
Is it you?
I got him. I got the summoner.
Okay, portal up, bruh.
What's up?
Let's do this. No, get the fuck out. Okay. Wah! Wah! Okay, portal time.
And this is why me teleporting around is useful.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, here we go. You can kind of make him out in there, but he's kind of he's a little dick.
Oh no. Oh no, this fuckhead isn't killing me.
Just relax, dude. It wasn't nearly as big of a deal.
Came close, but not quite.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna let Horizon's journal play.
Seekers of the tomb of Tal Rasha will find it through the portal. But know that the glowing glyphs recorded here in my arcane sanctuary are the signs of the 6 false tombs. The missing 7th sign marks the tomb of Tal Rasha. Of the Haradrim, he might be called the Foremost. It was a shining but brief moment for the mage clans when they set aside their differences and worked together against the common enemy. The Haradrim relentlessly pursued the 3 across the desolate empires of the east and even into the uncharted lands of the west, leaving the Archangel Tyrael's hands unblemished. Presuming the 3 to be vanquished, the Haradrim's unstable fellowship began to dissipate. Abandoning their sacred charge to safeguard the 3 soul stones, the disparate mage clans began to squabble amongst each other over petty differences. Their conflicts not only dissolved their brotherhood, but strengthened the evils which they had buried beneath the cold earth.
Alright, cool story. So here's a more mysterious place. Looks much like the deserts we've been to already, but there's some real significance to this, ma. Got our quest going on. There's that signs of the false tomb shit, but don't worry, you don't have to do that bullshit. We all know that this true tomb is a circle. I mean, who wouldn't have known that? Anyway.
Well, it isn't this game. It changes a lot.
Yeah, that is the way it works. Luckily, they do put it in your quest log if you ever get confused and lost and think, what the fuck was I doing in the first place? Anyway, that's it for this edition of Let's Play Diablo 2. Hope you join in
Interesting
next
story.
time.
The first time I came across that, I actually wrote down all the false symbols.
Fuck.
Then I felt...
Fucking job.
Yeah, I mean,
Then
who
I
wouldn't
felt
do
like-
that the first time? I mean, I wouldn't want to just, like, memorize it like, well, it's not the triangle, it's not the 2 V's, it's not, like, the circle with the half circle under it, and, you know, that's fucked. That'd be a shitty puzzle if they actually did it, and then they realized, hey, this would be a shitty puzzle, let's not do that.
Not do that.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, that's the end of the video. Goodbye.